Welcome to the part 3 of the Ladybug modeling series. In the previous videos, we have modeled this much portion of the ladybug, and now in this video we are going to follow on the process of adding details in this ladybug. So without wasting much time, let's begin the video. So here I have selected the vertices and we are going to have some detail around the mouth of this ladybug. So just align these vertices properly and select these two loops of the faces and extrude them along the normal and rotate it. And now we can select these front faces and we can just extrude them along this Y direction. And then just scale it downward. So here you can see we have just added some depth and it looks like the mouth structure, and then we can just go to the sculpt mode and just smooth out those areas. If you haven't watched the previous videos, then you can just go along those videos. Links are in the description. So now you can just smooth out those areas where you think the edges or the vertices are looking sharp enough. So now into the edit mode, what we can do is we can just clean up this area just a little bit. So selecting the inner faces, we can just delete those things and just extrude it along the Y direction, so that here we are going to create the cavities like structure and will try to give the shape of the mouth. So just keep on extruding and then we can just merge those things properly. So here you can see, and at last just do some smoothing out these things. Now you guys can see that the face of the ladybug is looking a little bit perfect. Always keep on aligning the areas where you think it will look good or bad, whatever you like. So here we have just finished the modeling of the face, and now we can just add those antenna like structures. So here I have just inserted a face, and using the loop tool we will just make it a circular. So I'm just subdividing it first a couple of times, and then using the loop tools we can use the circle tool to make it a circular face. And now what we can do is we can just extrude them, as you can see in the reference. Just align it properly and keep on extruding it, and also don't forget to keep on scaling. The scale of this structure will keep on changing, so you need to be very careful while extruding it, not only to extrude, but we need to also scale it. So here you can see this structures become very small when it approaches at its end, and will again uh, will scale up, and it is having a kind of a point like structure, and will just bulge out at the middle, and will just create some uh, kind of a nail or pointy structure at its end. I don't know, it might be a sting of this ladybug, and at last we can just merge out those vertices and will create a single point. So here you can see we have just modeled this structure. I don't know what it is called, but it is a kind of a sting, or it may be a sting. So at this stage what we can do is, I think I have just modeled this structure of the sting at a another place, and we can just move it a bit downward, and that place was the place where we can just model the eyes. So now we can just place this structure a bit downward, as you can see in the reference. So selecting this face, subdividing it a couple of times, and we can use the loop tool. So using the loop tool we can just make it a circle, and then we can just uh, fill these things. Then select this edge, and we can now just bridge out those things. Now again use this tool to bridge out. I think this is not working properly. So what we can do, select this face, rotate it, and make it into the same orientation as this face is having. And now what we can do is we can just manually fill those gaps by pressing F on the keyboard, and it won't take much time. It is a very easy process. So just keep on filling those gaps. So once you complete adding the faces, what we can do is we can now just proceed on to the modeling of the eyes of this ladybug using this circular portion that we have created. So now selecting this portion, inserting a face, what we can do is we can now just extrude it along its normal, and then just keep on scaling it and extruding it. So here you can see we have just created eye, and it will have an eyeball. So here you can see I have just filled these gaps, and we can again insert a face. And just do some alignment with it, and now we can add a eyeball. So here you can see just scale it downward and just place it properly at its desired position. And now we can just join those two eyeballs with the ladybug. Do some alignment with the rotation, and it will be a good thing. Now we can just delete the eyeball which is inside the eye, and we can just merge this front looking part of the eye with the body. So just align it properly first, and then we can just merge it. And now we can just fill out these faces, and but before that, let's add a material to it, eye. So one material is a ladybug and the another material is eye, so that it won't create any problem while adding the material in future. So we have just separated those meshes using the materials, so that we can add some changes when required. So here I am just filling those gaps, and here you can see. So now you can see we have just modeled the eyes of this ladybug, and we will model the wings of this ladybug into the next video. So till then, have a nice day. We will meet into the next video.